sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up the champs.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes now on first down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And now running right through it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt, and he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling. Mahomes hit. He lost the football, but it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot. So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for? What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team? On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games. And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Tannehill now to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And throw right side complete to Parker. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill out to his left. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now it's Wilson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside. and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Tannehill on 1st down. Pushing his way through. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Chiefs now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, get set.
On 1st down, Drake. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Darquan. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, 20, 20, 20, 20. Hey, 20, 20, 20, 20.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, 32 yards. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Sanders now to add the extra point. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Left, 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 left.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on second down. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go. 28.
On first down, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal.
Wait. 28.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Let's go.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. It was Orlando Scandrick the one that time to knock it away. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
They'll run. The This is Hunt, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Left. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
They'll run with Darquan. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Darquan. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Hip. 30. Play. Zebra.
Here's Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is Part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Z. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
So.
Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
A toss play to Hunt. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now it's Tannehill. Going deep here for Stills. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
On the run, Darkwa pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Throwing on third down, Tannehill forced out to his left. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Parker, the intended target.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Green 39. Green 39. So.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he shifts past him. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. Nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46. And the kick by Butker is good. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Butker now to kick this one away. The return will come from Sonoris Perry. he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now, check, Patriot! Patriot! Here we go now. 3-19! 3-19!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Raekwon McMillan, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. The gun. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Phillips able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Down to the 25. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They run it again with Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. Slips pat and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 30 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Perry, the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So now here come the Dolphins. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Flushed out right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And now here comes Kansas City. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Andre Branch in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Back now in Miami. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They're going to look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Williams. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dylan Donahue in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. He's going to fire one deep, middle into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem with me.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll look to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
After the interception, here's Osweiler, escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun. Detroit. Gun.
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Gun.
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Balaj. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. On the stop, Breeland speaks.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go play action with Osweiler. Now he's going to throw it back deep over them. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. Sanders on for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Damian Williams to return it.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Twisting away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Set, blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Check, Patriot, Patriot. Set, green 39, green 39.
They'll set up to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Oh, Osweiler going to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Osweiler. Burst by him near the 35. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Osweiler. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 33. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to throw. And able to find Alan Lazard. That one goes for 24 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
And he slides to avoid the hit. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 319! 319!
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jordan Phillips in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And that is incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dylan Donahue in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go now. 3-19.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run it with Balaj. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now Balaj. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now here comes Kansas City. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.